You hear a knock on the door, but it's the middle of the night. Who would be knocking at this hour? Oh, it's two kids on my doorstep. Do they need help? They're trying to find their way home. I can't let them stay outside on this frigid night because I'm not a monster, right? Hello, brave souls. I want to thank you for listening and watching as I recount a chilling experience regarding black-eyed children, or BEKs for short. These malevolent beings are said to visit during the haunting hours of the night and look to be in trouble and just need to use the phone. But beware, my fellow souls, for no one knows what happens to the ones who help them, as they are never seen from again. With this short introduction out of the way, I want to issue a challenge to you. If you feel like you're enjoying my content throughout the video, please give me a like or even a sub, as that will massively help me develop and grow this channel. Thanks in advance, and you're amazing. Now let's get back to the content. And now, let's brace ourselves, brave souls, for the darkness has eyes, and they're as black as night. In the dead of night, Mark, a worn-out journalist, found himself driving down a remote country road. He had received an urgent call from his editor, demanding he investigate a series of mysterious disappearances in the area. Despite his exhaustion, Mark knew he had to get to the heart of the story. The road he was on stretched on endlessly, flanked by towering trees that seemed to lean in on him menacingly. The absence of other vehicles made the darkness feel even more suffocating. Mark's nerves were on edge as he kept his eyes on the road ahead, trying to navigate through the pitch-black night. As he continued down the desolate road, the weight of isolation settled on him like a heavy cloak. It was then that he noticed something in the distance. Two faint figures standing in the middle of the road. His heart quickened, and he knew he couldn't just drive past them. As Mark approached, his headlights cast an eerie glow on the scene. He could make out the shapes of two children. Their presence in such a desolate place was perplexing, and he felt a mix of concern and curiosity. Hey, are you kids all right? It's dangerous to be out here alone at this hour, Mark called through the roll-down window. The children didn't respond, and Mark felt a chill run down his spine. Their stillness was unnerving, and he couldn't see their faces clearly in the dim light. Can I help you get home? Are you lost? Mark asked, trying to remain calm. The children slowly turned their heads to face him, and his breath was caught in his throat. Their eyes were soulless black voids, devoid of any humanity. Fear and confusion battled within him, and he considered turning around and leaving them behind right there. But something in their gaze, an inexplicable desperation, held him captive. Their hollow eyes seemed to beg for assistance, pulling at his empathy. Please, we need to get home. Can you give us a ride? They said in an eerie, synchronized tone. Mark hesitated. His instincts were warning him of the danger, yet he couldn't bring himself to abandon these helpless children in the middle of nowhere. Okay, hop in, but just to be clear, where exactly do you live? Mark asked, his voice trembling. We'll show you the way. Don't worry, it's not far, they replied, their voices devoid of emotion. Against his better judgment, Mark unlocked the car doors, and the children climbed into the back seat. As they settled in, he couldn't shake the feeling that he had just made a grave mistake. With a sudden click of the door and the engine started, the children's voices suddenly echoed in his mind, laughing and whispering maliciously to let him in, to join them in the realm of shadows. He pressed his hands to his head, unsure of what to do, but trying to resist their sinister charm. As he struggled, a thick fog enveloped the car, obscuring his vision. Panic setting in, Mark fumbled for the car keys, desperate to escape. But when the fog lifted, the black-eyed children were gone, and so was Mark. The car door swung open, the engine idling, but there was no sign of him. His disappearance became the talk of urban legend, and whispers of the enigmatic black-eyed children intensified. Some believed that Mark had ventured into their realm willingly, drawn by their haunting allure. Others thought that he had become their prey, vanishing without a trace, just like those before him. The truth remains elusive, leaving only the dirt road haunted by the chilling legend that had claimed yet another victim. To this day, the tale of Mark's disappearance and the encounter of the black-eyed children remains an unsettling mystery, a story passed down from generation to generation. Those who dare to explore the desolate road at night still shiver at the thought of black-eyed children and the darkness that lurks in the shadows, ever eager to claim unwary souls. And so, our video ends with us no closer to figuring out what black-eyed children do with their victims, what their motives are, or how to find them. One thing is clear though, if they want to, they will find you. Thank you for listening to this short story and watching my art grow. Please tune in next time where we will dive into another internet mystery and see if I can make an ounce of progress in my art journey. Until then, I'm Loresk. Stay curious, my friends.